This restaurant is on the verge of closing. If I'm a young person who wants to come for dinner, it looks disgusting. My mission is to make the impossible possible. This is a huge restaurant. It's a huge undertaking. We have 2 days, $10,000. See this? Oh, you want a new restaurant? It's gone. I've got to bring this restaurant into the 21st century. And I hate it. It's got to go. Who's running this place? You or them?
I didn't say it was garbage. You said it was garbage.
You gotta be faster, you gotta be faster. I do not have the time.
This is real life-changing moments for people.
Time's up.
Robert Irvine is a fearless chef and top restaurateur. He's never met a challenge he wouldn't take. Robert's new mission? Fix America's most desperate restaurants. With limited time and few resources, this may be Restaurant Impossible.
My mission today is to save a family-owned restaurant that's on the brink of failure.
We've been here for 60 years as family-owned and operated.
Paul Villari is struggling to keep his family's restaurant from closing.
We've been exhausting all avenues to keep the restaurant open.
They once had over 1,000 customers a week.
Villari's heyday was all through the late 60s into the 70s.
Now they're lucky to get a few hundred.
This restaurant hasn't made a profit in 2 years.
Along with his brother Phil, they realize they're running out of time.
This restaurant needs to increase its revenues in order to survive.
Their customer base is disappearing.
A lot of our customers have died.
People today are always out looking for something new and exciting. This certainly is not one of those places.
Paul is doing everything he can to save the restaurant, but it's not enough.
Paul can't do it himself. This business is brutal. It's 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. No one person can do it.
The restaurant is in desperate need of help.
The clock's ticking, time's running out. It's now or never for us.
I know things aren't like they should be, and I'm hoping that we can bring it back the way it was.
That's why I'm here. The place is so desperate, I could spend months and up to $1 million fixing it, but I don't have the time or the money. I'm going to do it in 2 days and with $10,000.
Hello? Anybody here? Paul.
Chef Robert, how do you do? Welcome to Villari's. Paul Villari. Thanks for coming out here.
I really appreciate you allowing me to come here. Tell me a little bit about Villari's.
Been here since 1948. It's over 60 years now. My grandfather, his wife Natalie, initially started with this room, the founder's room, and the bar. Business was booming for many years.
Give me an average day. How many people come and eat dinner on an average day?
Well, a week ago Monday, we did 2 dinner covers.
2 dinner covers? Do you pay yourself?
Do I pay myself? At one point, I was taking a salary, but there's certain sacrifices I had to make to keep the mortgage and to pay the electric. And
So you cut your salary off?
Yeah.
So how do you live?
Yes, weekly. It's challenging.
I know it's going to be hard for Paul to change a restaurant that's been in his family for decades. If I'm going to help him, I've got to be tough right from the start.
It's really been floundering just over the past couple of years, and I can't put my finger on it.
I'm going to put the finger on it for you. If I'm a young person who wants to come for dinner, it looks disgusting. It smells so bad, Paul. When I walked in, it like...
I was just making my crab cakes in the back, so that's what you may smell.
Give me a break, crab cakes. I'm a chef. Crab doesn't smell like dirty floors. Look at the place, Paul. It's old, it's drab, it's down. We need to give it some life. Just think as a person walking in, what do you see? Dirty walls, you see dirty carpet. Look at the ceiling tiles.
We had a bad rainstorm and we had a leak there.
I don't need excuses, because that's like old. I don't need that. If you want to do that, I can walk out the door. I don't need to be here.
I need you here. We need you here.
All right, show me the bar.
Okay, great.
These have got to go.
Okay.
Neon signs are out. It's tacky. Here's my issue right now. I only have 2 days and $10,000 to create this new restaurant and bar.
I hope to a certain extent I've got some say in what's going to occur here, correct?
I will discuss with you what I want to do. It may be your restaurant, but up until now it's not worked. I'm going to make it work. You know, $10,000 just buys me paint, basically. So we got to be really creative in how we do things. I've got 5 things we can change immediately to make this better. These signs are number 1.
Okay,
They're gone. This, the signs are gone. I'm going to make these look good, or they're going home with you.
Okay.
Next, fake flowers.
Yeah,
gone.
I agree.
Tacky peacock feathers. No.
Gonna break my mom's heart.
I may break your mom's heart, and I'm going to amend it with all the great things we're going to do. Tacky garridons, they're gone. I need to meet the staff.
Hi, Chef.
Hello, Chef.
Hello, Chef.
How are you?
It's a pleasure.
Wow, big stuff, huh? We're gonna do a lot of things here. They're gonna change the way you do business. Because that guy at the end there can't make his mortgage. And I'm gonna tell you now, if you don't want to do it, right now is the time to leave. What I'm gonna do in the next 2 days is change the look of the restaurant, change the menu, and change you. Does anybody smell anything in here? Because it hit me when I walked through that door this morning. You're getting used to it, which means you're complacent. Complacency breeds contempt. Don't see the dirtiness of the walls, the spots on the glassware, the napkins that are folded incorrectly or dirty, tablecloths that are not pressed, and that's just to start with. One of the most important things to me is the way you guys look. Why have we got sort of a vast array of T-shirts and...
We tried to accommodate everyone what they felt comfortable in. Some people look a little different in certain shirts.
Who's running this place? You or them?
Apparently, if they wear what they want, them.
Them. That's about to end right now. I give you a T-shirt, you wear it, period. Let's talk about chefs. Who's the executive or the head chef here? That scares me right there.
We all do our part in the kitchen from here on down to here.
Are you a chef?
I'm a GM. I'm what I have to be when I have to
When
be.
it has to be, yes.
So,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do you mean there's no executive chef? There has to be somebody in control.
that's what makes it challenging. I'm in the back of the house trying to run out front here.
Nobody's controlling
Can you
the floor.
listen to yourself? You need an executive chef, period. You can't be the chef, the manager, the owner. Do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a ship without a captain. And right now, you're all going down. One of the cooks has to go. Didn't like it yesterday, and I don't like it today. Without a captain.
I don't think so. With everybody pitching in.
Get me the menu.
All there.
Oh, that's it.
It's all on one.
We have a classical comfort food Italian menu. We diverse with the bar menu to try to attract a younger crowd.
The menu is too big. It's not bringing people in because it's got all old classical dishes. You need an executive chef, period.
It makes it difficult when you can't afford to pay a chef the proper amounts that they want. And then the level of...
You cannot afford not to have an executive chef. I'm gonna prove it to you right now. You four, kitchen with me now. Here's what I want you to do for me. I want each of you to make me franchise. I don't care whether it's veal or chicken. I don't want you to communicate with each other in the kitchen, okay?
Do the chicken, guys. It holds up.
Hey, they do what they want. I just told you. You don't tell them, I told you. You can do either chicken or veal. The reason I just asked them all to make the franchise dish is because inconsistency. If I come here on a Tuesday, I get the dish one way. If I come here on a Thursday, it's done a completely different way. And what makes a great restaurant is consistency. And that's what we need to see. I guarantee you they get a different look to every one of these dishes. We'll see.
I have a cast of cooks. One full-time, I have a part-time, I have a realtor that comes in occasionally.
Okay, what did you make? Oh,
Chicken franchise.
Chicken franchise.
what did you make?
Chicken franchise.
What did you make?
Veal franchise.
I asked you to do this for a reason, consistency. All of them are completely different in looks. I guarantee that each one of these is gonna taste different. You make that?
Yeah.
That is excellent. Who must have made this?
Yes.
Look at the consistency of the sauce. It's a great color. The chicken is cooked absolutely perfectly. And this, when a waiter goes to the table and it goes all around the plate like that, that's because you've not done it correctly. You season the chicken?
Salt and pepper, lemon.
Doesn't taste like it. Chicken is cooked well. All right, veal. The sauce, pure butter.
I eat it and do that.
You can't even chew it. So you use onions in the veal, but not onions in any of the chicken. Who says whether it comes with onions or not? 4 of you do it completely different. How do you think the guest gets there? These are 4 of you that work together in the same kitchen every day. 4 different cooks, 4 different dishes, 1 major problem.
Consistency.
And I will fix it by the end of this day. The quickest solution is to promote the best cook here, and that's Justin. What are you doing now? You're doing something else, right?
I do real estate.
So are you making money at real estate?
Yes.
Is cooking going to be your career, or what's the career?
It's probably going to be real estate.
Okay, I respect that, but, you know, I got to make some changes to make this work. I hope you realize that.
And I do.
Okay.
He's going to have to hire a chef. A good one.
All right, thank you.
If Justin's not going to stay, I'll have to figure something else out.
You just witnessed why we need an executive chef, because there's no cohesiveness in the kitchen.
But first, we desperately need to start on the renovations.
You have the same problem in the front of the house, too. There's no design cohesion. To make this restaurant new and exciting again, I'm going to bring in a design team. This is Michelle and Fatty.
Hi, Robert. Paul.
This is Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Paul, you've had trouble making design changes, shall we say. I'm going to ask you to put your trust in me and the design team to transform this restaurant. I know you're worried. I'm going to ask you a question. Is there anything you don't want me to touch that's sacred to you?
My grandparents' pictures are very important.
I will respect the 62 years that you've been in business and your family's heritage when we do this.
Okay.
Go back to the kitchen.
Okay.
I promise you, we're going to turn this place into an amazing place.
Okay. All right. Thank you, chef.
We have our hands full. I mean, what do you think?
This old dingy carpet's got to go.
The whole thing is bland. If I expect the food to taste like the room looks, there isn't much to expect at all.
Everything we're going to do, we have to think about a budget.
Right.
You know we have $10,000, 2 days, and a lot of work. Just looking around you, one major issue we're going to have. Look at this chair.
To change the chair is going to cost at least $16,000 to $20,000. That's out of the question.
We've got to find a way to make these better looking. I want to see the lights bright, the ceilings bright, the walls bright. It's got to look exciting. This hostess stand is old. That's got to go. I've got to figure out what to do with that side stand. Cluttered, it's old. If I sit in a chair over there having dinner, I can see exactly what's going on in the kitchen.
Yeah.
This wall is meant to cover the kitchen door. It's not doing the right job.
We need to extend that. What about the trim?
This trim is really old-fashioned. We'll do a new kind of large texture on the wall.
I want to see a story of the family. You know, like the
Yes.
original pictures. The carpet is obviously a major, major issue. I would love to put hardwood flooring in here.
We're talking
How
about
much- how much-
$20,000.
We have a $90,000 wish list,
Which we don't
We don't have that.
but a $10,000 reality check.
We need to pick this up and see what's underneath it.
We could save thousands of dollars if there's something under this carpet that we could restore.
This tile would be awesome if we could clean it.
I'm not sure. We have to see how long it takes to do that.
I need you to think out of the box and not spend money.
We'll take inexpensive items, use them in original way.
Basically, it's going to be magic. We're going to have to do magic.
What I'm going to do now is get all the servers. Here's what I need from you. Everything in here has to be removed out into the parking lot. Come on, let's go, let's go.
This is a tall order to fill. We've got Paul to please, Robert to please, 2 days, $10,000.
See this? It's gone. You want a new restaurant? We're gonna figure it out. Take them pictures, put them somewhere safe.
Green, gone. Oh.
The hostess stand reminds me of the 1950s, and I hate it. It's gotta go. You see what I just did to that hostess stand? That's the menu next. You see what I just did to that hostess stand? That's the menu next. I have one more assignment for you. I'll tell you why afterwards. I want you to make me one of everything that you have on your menu. One of every dish, the way you serve it on your menu now.
This exercise will show them how ridiculously large this menu is.
We go from a nice entree to pizzas and cheesesteaks. It gets a little difficult at times, especially for the kitchen, because our menu's so big.
While they're cooking, I'll get an update on the renovations.
We have a problem. It's taking him an hour already to scrape this 12 by 12 section.
This is a setback.
This will take us 3 days.
I was hoping to save thousands of dollars by restoring the original floor.
Can we put wood flooring down here?
It's $20,000. It's double
I
the
hate
budget.
to say this. As much as I hate carpet, we're going to have to put carpet.
I don't want
We
carpet.
don't have a choice.
There are carpet tile options. There are
Okay,
things
talk
that-
to me a carpet
Okay.
tile. Now you're talking...
Carpet tile, commercial carpet tile, readily available. We can look into it right away.
I like that idea more than carpet, because carpet, once you lay it down, you have to cut pieces out when you drop wine or anything else on it. Carpet tiles, you pick it up and pop in another one.
I like a lot of our ideas, but I don't know if we can get everything done in time for tomorrow's 5 p.m. dinner service.
It'll take a lot of work to get to the point of where we need to be.
I also have to worry about deconstructing Paul's gigantic menu.
Look at this. This is amazing. Come on around here, guys. Line up around here, please.
Wow. Oh, look at all
My
that
God.
food.
This is our menu.
Whoa, that's a lot of food.
That is just about half of your menu. I asked Paul to make every dish you have on the menu, and he had to stop halfway through. Katie,
Yes.
can you tell me what this is?
Okay, that one's got,
What is it first?
it's not the Florentine. It's penne with,
Don't worry. Okay, go back in. Saray, come over here. What is this?
That is the Elena.
How are you going to sell that to me?
We have a chicken breast that is sauteed in beurre blanc butter sauce with broccoli rabe and tomatoes with mozzarella.
It's not sauteed in beurre blanc. Beurre blanc is a sauce made with butter, which you're correct,
Right.
but you can't saute anything in beurre blanc.
Okay.
Well, you're getting where I'm going here. If you don't know the menu, you cannot sell the menu. If the menu is too big, the kitchen cannot put it out. The more you pamper your guests and do a great job, the more this place is going to make you money. And I will tell you if you're messing up. Because that's just who I am.
I can improve Paul's menu instantly, simply by eliminating the bad dishes. The veal I had this morning was so tough, I couldn't chew it. Now I just have to convince Paul.
I couldn't chew that veal. Couldn't chew it. You see how I'm doing this? That should break completely. That's just been pounded to death and it's still tough.
Yeah, but for the price on pan, I can't give them milk-fed veal.
But then take it off the menu.
This is what you pay for.
Take it off the menu. Here, you want to take it home to your family?
You just said it was garbage. Why would I give it to my parents?
You're serving it here.
By serving it here, you said it was garbage. I didn't say it was garbage. You said it was garbage.
So you don't think it is?
To your standards, you say it's garbage.
But you're my standard, right? So what?
Fine, so we're not going to serve this anymore.
So what are we doing with it?
We're not serving. We're throwing veal in the trash. No more veal.
Right now, I don't want you serving crap.
No, I'm not going to serve it.
Just when I get one problem solved, my design team is having their own problems trying to update the old chairs.
To replace these chairs, it would cost at least $150 a piece. What we're doing instead, we're painting the spindles to update them, refresh them, and bring some energy into the space.
They're not doing the base?
No, they're just doing that. I think it looks silly. I just think they should have been varnished the same color. If I don't like them, we'll change them tomorrow. Michelle! Oh, Fanny! Biggest concern, not very with the spindles on the chair.
I personally like the spindles. Modernize the chair, and it's tying into the wall color.
You cannot micro-design the place and micro-analyze everything.
What happens if tomorrow morning we come in and collectively we don't like the spindles? What is plan B? Because I don't like it right now and I am trusting you.
You don't have too many options based on the budget.
We're 40% spent on the budget between the paint and the carpet tiles.
Whoa. 40%
Yes.
on 2 items?
Well, these are the 2 big items, and these were really necessary.
Budget or no budget, if the chairs aren't finished by tomorrow, I'll have to find a way to replace them.
I'm not designing only for you. My job is to please the majority of
No, your
Harvard.
job is to please me right now.
But I have one big replacement I have to make today.
What a pretty intense day so far, huh?
Yeah, it's been exciting. Lots of changes.
A lot of tough decisions that have been made today, and I think the toughest decision I'm gonna have to make now. You know, we have 4 cooks in the kitchen, inconsistencies, and one of the cooks has to go. And that cook, Paul, is you. You're not here tomorrow.
Who's going to take over the responsibilities? Who's going to be running the kitchen?
I'm taking you from behind the line. I'm not throwing you out of the kitchen. You're not cooking, okay?
Okay.
You've got a restaurant. You have to be the manager, the front, the back, and the middle. Because if you don't, you're gonna fail. The restaurant's gonna fail. Tonight, I'm gonna get on the phone and I'm gonna get 4 chefs to come in here. Tomorrow morning, you and I will choose your replacement. And we're gonna see who's good enough to run your kitchen. You are gonna control it, all right?
I'm excited. I'm ready, Chef.
We can do this. All right, see you tomorrow.
All right.
We've spent the day tearing this place apart, and we'll have to work through the night trying to put it back together.
If they don't like it, I've completely ruined their livelihood. I made huge promises, and we've got very little time and very little money.
He's got the whole restaurant disarray. He's got complete control of my restaurant. It's family-owned and operated since 1948. If he doesn't succeed, I'm stuck holding the bag. I have a huge mortgage. I don't know how I'm going to go home and sleep tonight, not knowing what to expect tomorrow. What is the menu going to look like? What is the decor going to look like? It's a lot to digest in one day. One day. This all happened in one day.
Yesterday, we ripped Villari's apart from top to bottom. Today is all about putting it back together. One of the major things I did yesterday was fire Paul as executive chef. You're not cooking. Today, I've got to find a new executive chef.
On top of that, I have to devise a new menu, create a marketing plan to bring new people in, and finish all the renovations in time for a 5 o'clock grand reopening.
I still get to get over this dislike that I have for these chairs. I didn't like them yesterday. I just hope they work for today. Which I knew I wasn't gonna like this. It totally makes the whole chair look worse. I hate that. Not a happy camper this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's not a good morning so far. What about them chairs out there?
The chairs are painted.
The chairs are awful. There's drips all over them, the paint's not complete, and it makes the rest of the chair look awful.
These are two top designers, so I put a lot of pressure on them to be perfect. We owe it to Paul and his family to give it our best.
Didn't like it yesterday, and I don't like it today.
I disagree with you on the look. We'll take a look at the chairs again. I guarantee you we'll take a look at the chairs.
We'll look at the chairs, all right.
There's no paint, there's drips, it's wet, it looks awful.
I see the finishing issues. We'll take care of that.
They're still wet. If I have people come in, sit on this chair, and they get this on their dress.
We understand.
I understand what Fatty and Michelle were trying to do, but I just can't risk people sitting on wet paint.
Paul is paying for that.
We told you we're gonna handle the chairs.
If at noon I'm not happy with them, we have an issue, because I'm not putting them back in the restaurant.
We'll readdress it then.
Okay, what else have we got done? I thought we were gonna have carpeting.
Don't worry about the carpet. It's carpet tile. We're installing it ourselves. It goes in quick.
Tell me about the mural, because I really like this.
We composed the artwork out of the photos that Paul gave us of his family. We were able to use our large printer.
This was done on a shoestring. Basically, this whole thing costs close to $200 only.
$200, that's awesome. Out of our $10,000 that we started with, what have we spent?
We spent $4,000 on the paint and on the carpet.
And you spent a couple of $1,000s on other incidentals, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We were able to take that hostess stand, trash it, and got the bookshelf for close to about $130 and turned it into something really interesting.
What about the other room now? Nice, nice.
We made this place look 1,000 times better without spending $1 million.
Great job.
Very good.
Thank you very much. I know I get emotional, but this is a big deal for this family.
It is.
Oh, no.
I gotta go. I will be back at 1 o'clock.
Carpeting. It'll be down.
Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Chef.
How are you? Yesterday was all about problems. Today, as I promised you, it's all about solutions. I've got the first solution waiting in the dining room. Come on.
I have found 4 talented chefs ready to compete to become Villari's new executive chef.
I want to thank you all for coming. This is a family business. It's been running for 62 years. Whoever I choose today with Paul to be the executive chef has to stay. If you don't want to commit to Paul, I don't want you here. You can walk away right now. You're going to cook an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert in 1 hour. After that hour is up, we'll taste your food, and Paul will make a decision who will be the executive chef of the new Villari's restaurant. All right, everybody follow me to the kitchen.
The 3 dishes I'm going to make are risotto bowls with shrimp and roasted red pepper sauce. I'm gonna do a stuffed veal. I haven't got the dessert yet.
My appetizer, we're gonna make a new age bruschetta. Then we're gonna do the pork saute with portobello mushrooms, a nice broccoli rabe. Dessert, we're gonna do fresh fruit, nice chocolate truffle sauce.
I'm gonna do a seared scallop with a white balsamic reduction and some seared broccoli rabe. For my entree is a potato and gnocchi with some shaved prosciutto. For my dessert, I'm gonna do a little play on a seasoned Grand Marnier regatta zabayon.
I'm still working on my appetizer entree. My appetizer potentially is voodoo shrimp with balsamic, if I can find balsamic vinegar. Got ice cream in the freezer to set up in 45 minutes. That's very risky.
Okay, time's up. Everybody out now. All right, Chris, I need this food, man. Whatever it is, Put it on a plate. It's time. Okay, Christine.
This is an updated version of classic bruschetta.
Wow, it's got a nice crunch to it. Good taste. What about this one?
I chose pork chops. It's in a brandy demi-glaze with a touch of cream, and it's stuffed with portobello mushrooms, goat cheese.
This is very interesting to me. Flavors, the cheese, and the sauce go really well together. I like that.
I agree, Chef.
Okay, tell me about this one, Michael.
It's a balsamic voodoo shrimp.
Voodoo?
Voodoo. Yeah, mine is not normally that salty.
That's salty.
Molasses or any kind of sweetener would have cut that.
Can't find sugar, honey.
Sugar would not have been the right thing. Nah. Nah.
And this is?
Ice cream did not set up.
That would be very good
When it
if
sets
it's
up.
set up. Chris?
Yes, that is a shrimp and risotto.
It's crunchy, it's creamy, it's salty. That's the best dish so far.
Thank you, chef. This is a veal. It has feta, spinach, sun-dried tomatoes.
This is the one you were trying to get cooked,
Yes,
right?
I was trying to get that done.
The sauce is far too reduced.
Yes, sir.
The micro, this is very gourmet. The quantity on the plate, the way it's placed. We've got to be very careful that it's not too gourmet because this is a family-style restaurant.
This could be a drastic change.
Okay, so what we got, Michael?
Salted seared scallop, traditional broccoli rabe with Italian Sicilian version of hollandaise and garlic chips for texture.
I feel it's all working together.
Next, did a homemade gnocchi using your ricotta with a traditional bacon lardon and a prosciutto as well.
I love these type of dishes. This is wow. This is different. This can attract people. This can make it a destination spot.
I think you've all done a great job. So Paul and I have a very, very tough decision. Based on what we've seen, Chris, I don't think you're ready yet to run this restaurant. Michael, very different eclectic flavors. Don't think you're the right person for this job.
I figured the fusion might not be the right thing.
Did a great job. We appreciate
Excellent
it.
job.
And I appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Chef.
Okay, I think you're both capable of running this restaurant. It's up to Paul.
I've made my decision.
You have?
Yes. Christine, I want to thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It's a real pleasure. You, I want to build a future with.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, I just got shocked completely there. I thought you were heading the other way.
I actually got shocked too.
There was a couple of things that I was looking for.
You've got a kitchen to run. We have 250 people here tonight.
Okay.
You need to get back in the kitchen.
Surprisingly, Michael doesn't go to the kitchen.
Chef Robert, I think I made a mistake. Chef Michael is on the phone and he's deliberating on whether to take this position. I think that when I offered the position to Michael, he wasn't sure when he accepted.
You know, looking back, Michael didn't seem happy when he got the job.
Just got shocked completely there.
I actually got shocked too.
What's going on?
Last night, my wife and I spoke about it. We thought it was a great opportunity. And then as I started getting involved, made some phone calls, and my wife right now just, honestly, we don't think it's the right move for me right now.
Come on, Michael.
Robert, I apologize to Paul. I realize it might not be a great move right now.
You should have figured it out before you came, man. You better find Christine because I don't know where she is.
All right, Michael, I got to find her.
Listen, go and find Christine. You better find Christine because I don't know where she is.
All right, Michael, I got to find her.
Listen, go and find Christine.
Christina. I'm sorry, Christina. Both of you did a fabulous job. It was a very difficult choice to make.
Okay.
I offered it to Michael. Michael cannot take the position.
He doesn't want to
He can't accept the job. Will you take the head chef position at Valari's?
Do you really want me here?
I really want you here.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
We're really lucky that Christina decided to come back and take the job.
The restaurant business is the toughest business there is out there. Things change on a moment's notice, and you never know what's coming next.
Here we go. Anything happens at a restaurant, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy.
Here's where we are. We're taking the impossible and making it possible today. Christina is our new executive chef as of 3.5 minutes ago.
My next job is to create a smaller, more eclectic menu for tonight's dinner.
Dishes, I believe, are going to bring Valari's back. We've got a new executive chef, a brand new menu.
I only have 1 hour to give Christina a crash course.
So we pared this menu down to 15 items. And you have to understand because this is you doing it.
I understand.
Okay?
To improve the menu, I'm going to update some of his top dishes, like the filet.
Served with mangy old roast potatoes and not very good-looking veg. Risotto, our filet, asparagus. It's beautiful green. Great time of year for this. This is a mushroom duxelle. Fennel butter will give it a very earthy taste. Next one, Clams Casino. It's their #1 seller.
But their version looks and tastes old-fashioned.
Taking breadcrumbs, fresh herbs, shallots, little red pepper, a little spice, Parmesan cheese, oven. Wowza, wowza.
They're huge.
Pancetta.
That's a new twist. That's excellent.
I'm also adding new dishes.
To the fry. We're gonna make eggplant cannelloni. Goat cheese rolled up, and it's served with a semolina sauce. Very unusual.
To attract a new crowd.
Nice and hot. Yeah, now we're cooking, now we're cooking.
And bring in new revenue.
One thing we don't sell a lot of here is soup. Pick that crab meat up. We've decided to make a she-crab soup. When you think of soups and you think of expensive items, you think of crab, filet, lobster, right?
Yes.
Anything with that in it sells, so you can get a premium price for it. I guarantee this will be outrageous, and this alone will bring the people here.
I'm going to take this soup to help in some old-fashioned grassroots marketing.
We're taking these new dishes from the new Valaris to the streets. We're gonna make sure that we pack this joint tonight and have a great opening.
To bring in young families, we'll stop by a playground.
How's everybody doing? Like soups?
Yeah.
This is a she-crab soup. We've also got eggplant cannelloni.
Thank you. That's delicious.
I've got a 5-cent secret weapon that'll get them to Valaris.
If you bring that fork or spoon back to Valeri's, you'll get a free appetizer.
Wow.
Thank you. Take care. Now we're going where the real power players are. Mr. Mayor, how are you?
Doing? Delicious. Very good.
I know we're on the other side of town, but we're trying to make noise.
You see the spoon or the fork? If you bring that back to Valeri's this evening, you'll get a free appetizer. After tasting this soup and the eggplant cannelloni, how many people are going to Valeri's?
I'll be there tonight.
We successfully completed our marketing,
That's what I'm talking about.
but I don't know if we can complete our renovations.
You've got to be kidding me. Where's Fatty and Michelle?
What's the problem?
It's now 1:20 and there's no carpet.
We're just doing finishing touches, clearing all this out of here, and carpet's going in.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Of course I'm going to worry. We're opening in less than 4 hours.
I need the carpets down. I need everything ready to go. At 4 o'clock, we need to be putting tables back in here. I need to know that you can get it done, guys.
We can get it done.
If the inside isn't done, I'll bet the chairs outside aren't done either.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. No. They promised me that they were going to touch them up. They haven't even touched these. There's no way I can put them in my dining rooms. So I'm calling rental company now, see if I can get chairs. Hello? I need banquet chairs. 100, that's all you've got? Can you get them here? Thank you. Maybe we've saved the day with the chairs, I don't know. We'll see when it happens when they come. I want everybody over here now. What did we talk about yesterday? Standards, right? Look at these. You want me or anybody else to drink wine or water out of that? It's got lipstick on it.
Oh, wow.
Napkins like this are washed in detergent. All you're doing with that is smearing it, you see? That's detergent on there. What you need to do is get a pitcher of hot water, hold the glass over, take paper, and then wipe it. I want you to look at the knives, the forks, the spoons, and particularly the glasses. Can we do that?
Yes. You'll be very happy when it's all done.
Make me happy.
I'll make
Because
you
right now
happy.
I'm not very happy. Thank you.
I'm not happy because we're running out of time.
It's 2:15.
We're saving a lot of money on the creative design.
The cloth was $8 a yard, which was $150 total.
But it's costing us a ton of time.
They promised me that this would be done 3 hours ago. I'm starting to panic, guys.
We're gonna move right into that next room, and we're done in here.
The wooden plates were only $140, but it took 3 people almost an hour to hang them.
I don't know if we're gonna do it. At least they're getting the carpet down in one room, but they haven't even started in this room. The side station, the top has to come off and be replaced.
Instead of spending $1,200 for a new station,
rather than dismantle the whole thing and re-plumb everything, Thomas took a butcher's block and he's cut the middle out and he's gonna actually place it on top to make it look brand new.
we spent just $90 on a butcher's block.
Now that's ingenuity right there.
My next issue is dealing with the chairs.
So these are the chairs for the rental company. As much as I don't like these are better than that crap, because I absolutely, categorically detest the look of this. I know you were gonna get to it, you didn't get to it. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna put this in this room the way it is. I can't, it looks awful. I ordered these, I don't like them, but for me, they're better than this.
They're not for
How is
us.
that possible?
You see this? You see what you've done here? It's great. This says mediocre.
This one maybe is not the best, but it does not work against what we've done. This one works against what we've done. We might as well have stayed home.
If you want to clean all this before we do it, I'm fine. If you can do it, I'll live with it. Otherwise, this is the decision I'm going with. Ultimately, it's my decision.
If we put this, it would hurt my reputation. So we're gonna clean these and put these and use them, and they would look best.
All right, I'll be back.
If he really uses rental chairs, I'm walking out of here. I won't even finish the place. I'll walk out of here.
We're 15 minutes away from our reopening deadline.
This is a huge restaurant. It's a huge undertaking. It's sold out tonight like nobody's business.
I've got a designer who's ready to walk out.
If he really uses rental chairs, I'm walking out of here.
Dining room's in disarray.
Tell them where they are, what they should be. 8 top, 4 top, 3 top, 2 top.
And anxious owners who are waiting to see what changes we've made.
If my parents like it, and if I like it, it's going to be fabulous. But if we don't like it, I have no idea what we're going to do. It'll be devastating.
Still have the issue with the chairs. This is what I've got. Think it's disgusting because it does not fit the room.
Remove all the tape and make sure they're dry and bring them in as soon as possible. Maybe wipe them clean, but they're dry. They're not dangerous to use at all. They're still much better than the rental chairs, 100% better.
If I go outside now and they're not done, I'm making the executive decision of using that chair, whether he likes it or not. I don't have the time. So what are done?
Those are done.
These have been done.
These are done?
Mostly cleaned up.
These are done?
Some that are bad that started bad.
No, I'm over it. I'm over it. No time for that. I'm going with the others.
Insane.
I want some of you to start bringing the white chairs in. I don't like it, but that's what we're serving. As you put the tables in place, somebody's got to start laying them. Knives, forks, spoons, napkins, yada, yada, yada. You got to be faster, you got to be faster. You got to move. I do not have the time.
We're out of white chairs. What are we going to use?
We got 100 white chairs.
We're short.
I can't believe it. We don't have enough rental chairs.
Buddy, we're out of chairs, so you're going to get your wish. We decided to use 8 of the old chairs that I hate, but it's a necessity now, so there you go. So it's 10 after 5 right now. We are rushing to get the table set.
We're supposed to open at 5 p.m. People are already lining up, but I can't let them in.
I've got to show Paul and his family before I show anybody else. This is real life-changing moments for people. In one look, we're going to know whether they love it or they hate it. The Villari family, welcome to the new Villaris.
Oh, my God. Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Take a look around.
Look at this. Look at this wall. Pictures of it just hanging in our office.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. On that budget to do this and to pull it together like this. Amazing. This is art. It's amazing. Yeah.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh,
God
you're so
bless
welcome.
you.
You're so welcome.
God bless you.
You're so welcome.
We needed this so bad.
Told you we were going to take care of you, right?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Are you happy, Paul? I'm ecstatic. Are you sure? I am ecstatic. I'm the luckiest guy around.
We've transformed a legendary restaurant from an old one to a modern-day one, thanks to Michelle and Fadi. This would not have happened.
Probably.
Thank you. We're so excited.
Welcome to the Villaris of the future.
Beautiful. Whoa, look at this. Beautiful.
We took drab, depressing dining rooms and transformed them into bright and modern spaces. The old TV wall is now a focal point. Old family photos became a beautiful mural. Everything that was old and outdated got a new eye-popping look.
2 days, $10,000, a total transformation, and we're going to make it all pay off and come together with great food from the kitchen. We have a line out the door, wrapped around the building, and I'm handing the kitchen to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for patiently waiting. We're finally open. Come on, folks.
The restaurant is packed.
That has to be a 10. I don't know how we'll do it, but we've got to squeeze it in.
Orders are pouring in.
We have 5 calamari.
And it's chaos in the kitchen.
Hold that, give me the calamari. Give me the one with the ticket with the calamari and this. Who's got table 18? Okay, the waiters are gonna be back faster. I'm giving you food and they're not keeping up.
Okay.
I need somebody to run table 18.
Got that?
I have a new head chef and she's like cuckoo land right now.
This is absolutely the craziest night I ever had in my life.
It's okay, we'll get through it. Where's your cup? Where's your things? Let's go.
Lamb chop well done.
We're getting through the service and the guests love the food.
I ordered filet mignon over risotto. They seasoned it very well, very, very good.
It was fairly a step above what you would normally get.
I feel as though, you know, they're doing a really good job of keeping everything light, but at the same time, extremely flavorful.
Just as we're starting to hit our stride in the kitchen,
there you go.
We had a disaster in the dining room.
Look, I have paint all over my pants.
Wet paint was my worst fear.
Not good. Not good.
Other than that, the new Villaris is a huge hit.
The changes in here are incredible. The place was stale. It needed a change, and hopefully this will give the business a boost that they need.
I came to Villaris many years ago. It was kind of old looking, but really tonight, the changes are great.
It's a cool place you'd go and you'd be like, that was different. That is not like everywhere else on the block.
The place looks great. My family is ecstatic. We haven't been this busy in years. I love it. I love it. It's fabulous.
We got a beautiful room, happy people, and I am so proud to have worked with the design team to create this amazing restaurant. We got a new menu, a new chef, and a new Villaris.